On November 21, 2024, Russia deployed the Oreshnik missile in Ukraine, drawing significant attention due to its implications for the ongoing conflict and international security. Oreshnik is claimed to be a hypersonic missile, reportedly derived from the RS-26 intermediate-range ballistic missile, capable of reaching speeds of approximately 13,600 km/h. It carries multiple warheads and submunitions, enhancing its destructive potential against various targets. However, its true capabilities remain uncertain. Russian President Vladimir Putin stated that the new missile was used in response to Ukrainian strikes with Western-supplied missiles. He also emphasized the technological advancements of Oreshnik, claiming it is impossible to intercept due to its hypersonic speed and maneuverability. But what was its actual impact, and should it be considered a game-changer in the Russia-Ukraine war? The actual damage caused by the Russian Oreshnik missile in Ukraine appears to have been limited, according to multiple reports and satellite images. Analysts noted that the missile carried no explosives and primarily caused damage through the sheer force of its reentry and the kinetic energy of its impact. Ukrainian officials reported minimal structural harm from the strike, with no significant casualties or large-scale destruction. Despite Russia's claims, Oreshnik is not seen as a completely new missile type, but rather as an advanced variant of existing technologies. Its predecessor, the intercontinental ballistic missile RS-26 Rubesh, was designed to carry a nuclear warhead and, therefore, did not require high precision or the ability to carry a heavy conventional payload. Using this missile with a non-nuclear warhead would cause limited damage, primarily through the kinetic energy of its impact. So, why did Russia use this type of weapon, when much more damage could have been caused at a lower cost by launching 100 of its Iskander ballistic missiles, which have been used since the first day of the war? Beyond its technical display, the use of Oreshnik was likely intended to serve as a strategic deterrent. By employing such a weapon, Russia aimed to project strength not just to Ukraine, but also to NATO and Western allies supporting Kyiv. This move can also be interpreted as an attempt to pressure the West into reconsidering their military aid, with the potential for escalation evident in Putin's comments about broader conflicts involving countries supplying weapons to Ukraine. Some experts argue that this deployment had psychological and political objectives, including bolstering domestic support amidst prolonged conflict and demonstrating Russia's readiness to escalate if perceived red lines were crossed. While Russia failed to cause significant damage with Oreshnik, it also seems to have failed in achieving its strategic goal of deterring Western support for Ukraine or preventing Ukraine from using long-range missiles against Russia. As noted earlier, the same degree of damage could have been achieved using other types of missiles, something that Russia has been doing for almost 3 years. Therefore, the use of Oreshnik does not change the situation on the ground. Experts note that while the missile's advanced features are real, its operational deployment is likely exaggerated in Russian narratives. The general consensus among military and political experts is that the West should avoid responding to Oreshnik's use with panic or escalation. Instead, consistent support for Ukraine, investment in defensive technologies, and maintaining a united stance among allies are key strategies to counter the implications of such weapon displays. At the same time, Ukraine continued to use long-range missiles against Russia after November 21st. Nonetheless, the display of the Oreshnik missile by Russia has had significant psychological effects on the West.